All right, all right, all right. What's up, y'all? Good morning. Good morning. I'm kind of disappointed, man, because I had my eyes on Chicago, but it's all good. Better to get healthy than not. Um, Welcome to the Week 16 pregame tailgate. Can y'all believe it's already Week 16, man? How crazy is that? Tomorrow, I'm getting my ticket for California. Hopefully, those two airline tickets are still left, man. I really, really hope they are. I am ready to be able to get the ticket. I was undecided. I didn't know financially if I was going to be able to go, but it all worked out, and I am going to go to California. So this time next week, I will be hopefully landing in California, getting ready for the Monday night game against the 49ers, where we can get sweet, sweet payback. But first, we got to take care of the Chicago Bears. Today is a huge day for the Detroit Lions. We have an opportunity to, again, not lose 2 games in a row. Also, really keep the pressure on the Minnesota Vikings, who play the Seattle Seahawks at 4:25. Now, unfortunately, that game is not in my area. Otherwise, we would have maybe had to do that game as we await the post-game show. But instead, it's not in my area. But as we're doing the post-game show, we would definitely keep tabs on that game. The Philadelphia Eagles play the Washington Commanders today, and also what will be a big game. What's up, TY? We got Woj, Run DC. DB in the building. What's up? What's up? Denzel, what's going on? Comedy Guy, what's up, man? Bud Tribe, what's up, man? Listen, so the subscriber giveaway is already done. It will be premiering at 12:15. The 3 winners were chosen. Yes, only 2 of them were public subscribers, but I've already done the looked and saw. And what I think I'm going to do is the last gift, the first gift, which was the pendant. I think I'm going to give this to the person anyway, if they contact me. So just because it's the pendant, and for what the comment was. But after this, there will be no more leeway. But this thing here, I've been trying to give away, so I'll do that. What's up, Els? What's going on? Adam, what is that? Schetzer? What is that, bro? Adam Stelzer? Gibbs, more or less than 150 yards today. I'm going to say less. Unless he breaks one or two. I'm going to say less. Only because I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Sione Vaki. I think we're going to see a heavy dose of Craig. Jamar Jefferson was brought up from the practice squad. What up, What's up, Tyrick? What's going on, man? Do you think Emmanuel Mosley will play today? Hey, Jay, he don't have a choice. He does not have a choice. I am a little leery because the Lions didn't make any move in secondary. They didn't make a single move. So I'm wondering if they're like, you know what, let's hold up. Let's see how we face against the Bears. Their pass defense is pretty good, but let's see how we face up against them before we call somebody in here. I really could see them bringing in a guy like Patrick Peterson, or maybe they dive and get Xavier Howard as well. We're going to see today. Everyone, Monty was out. Gibbs went for 130 scrimmage. Yeah, scrimmage yards, yeah, but rushing, that's a lot. That's a whole lot more. That's a different ball game. You know what I'm saying? I bought an actual panic button. Man, really? I press it if we lose. Bro, they make those. I am going to have to get one of those. That is awesome. I'm scared for our corners. Yeah, well, here's the deal. The defensive line is going to have to make a move. That's it. They're going to have to get to Caleb. There's no reason we shouldn't get at least 2 or 3 sacks today. There's no reason at all. Caleb is the most sacked quarterback in the league. His offensive line is trash. His left tackle, oh my God. If I'm thinking right now, first of all, if Hutch was playing, if Hutch was playing, right? I think even with the defensive woes that we've had, meaning the injuries, I think we go to the Super Bowl because Hutch is a monster. But somebody better be working at left tackle, bro. He was getting destroyed last week. Absolutely turnstile. They called him the human turnstile, bro. We should be, whoever's over there, I don't care who's over there. They should be destroying him. It's just a red button. Oh, bro, it doesn't matter. That's still sweet, bro. I'm going to have to give me one of them. What's up, DB? Says, hey, Derek, did you watch the recent episode of Under the Helmet with Kirby Joseph? D, I did not see that, man. I did see the thumbnail, but I didn't have time to watch it. We would simply have to outscore them. I'm not worried at all. Yeah, that's going to be the case with everybody. We're going to have to outscore everyone. All right, so I have the Inactive, the Detroit Lions web Twitter account pulled up. They will announce inactives at about 11:30. The giveaway will happen at 12:15. You guys will be directly sent to the actual live stream, and we'll be going live at 12:30 or a little before. We would simply have to, okay, I read that one. Any news on Iffy playing? Yes, Iffy is playing. Game time decision. I would expect him to play simply because he was questionable. So yes, we're going to see if when that list comes out at 11:30, if he's not on it, the inactive list, then we know that he's playing. All I got to say is just win, baby, and keep hold of the first seed. Check this out. So here in Michigan, it's 20 degrees. In Chicago, it's 32. I could have went. If I wasn't sick, like I could have gone, and I think I would have had a good time. But instead, my son's brother, he came over today. We went to go see Sonic 3 on Friday. Absolutely love it. I've never seen my son react at a movie, and he was beyond excited for Sonic 3. Like at the end credits and all that stuff, it was crazy. I've never seen him react. Every movie we've seen, he's usually the one telling me to be quiet in the movie theater, but he was hyped, man. It was crazy. It's crazy how Sonic has survived for over 30 years, man, and been relevant even in this generation. So if you got kids, man, even if you are like 80s baby, I would strongly recommend watching the Sonic trilogy, man. It was great. Yes, Amik Robinson should be playing. There's no reason that he shouldn't. Yo, Derek, you know what's up with Ennis Rakestraw. He's a pretty good backup. Ennis Rakestraw is currently on injured reserve. I don't know if we see him again this season. Let me ask y'all a question. So I'm not trying to be a party pooper here, but Ennis Rakestraw was taken in the second round. What are we thinking right now? What are we thinking? Are we thinking it was what do you think about the pick? Are you satisfied with the pick, or would you have liked to see somebody else? Denzel, what's up? Says it's 33 here in St. Louis. That is crazy. I really hate when Jarek got to wear gloves because he messes up his throwing motions. But the last time he wore gloves, man, he did good. He's been playing much better in gloves. AJ, it was a great episode. Lions should definitely do more under the helmet. You know what, DB? Nobody watches. Nobody watches, bro. It's kind of like when Danny Rogers does something. They don't really watch that stuff. Kirby might have been one of the best episodes, but number-wise, that could be why they're not doing it. But I don't think the Lions care anything about like YouTube numbers. How's the weather for this game? It is going to be 32 degrees, 32, 33, 34. I just looked at the weather. It's going to be 32 at kickoff, 34 by the time the game's in. So that should be pretty and sunny. No rain, no nothing. It's just going to be cold. Lions being under the underdogs, and I love it. Not today, they're not, though. I would have liked to see an edge, but I trust Brad. Okay, that's a decent answer. I really think him and Terrion will be our number 1 and 2. It was -5 when I woke up this morning. Where are you at? That's the question. Hey, Casey, thank you. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Innocent Terrion will be QB 1 and 2 next year, I believe. Derek, Lions should have taken Quinyon Mitchell. He's balling out. He's balling out. I mean, I don't know. What's the dude name? What is the guy name that was playing with Terrion? Kool-Aid. How is he doing? I haven't heard anything about him this year. I'm in northern Michigan, tons of snow and super cold already. Hey, AJ, hey, kudos to you, man. I don't know if I could stay up there. Like when I see what happens in Michigan, sometimes it blows my mind that I live in the same state, but we don't get nothing like that. Like, that's crazy, man. It's almost like y'all in Alaska or something. Crazy, but kudos to you. Hey, Derek, I watched your After Dark video. DJ Moore is definitely checked out. Yeah, that junk was funny, D. That was hilarious, man. Kool-Aid is more of a special teams player for the Saints. Yikes. That is a yikes, man. Any word on Calais Campbell? Okay, so here's what I'm saying. And this is okay. So Calais Campbell, this whole situation, I wish that I had somebody to talk to because this whole situation is weird. I have not found anywhere online that says Calais Campbell can sign with any team. He has to clear through waivers. There's no veteran exception, but if you talk to people, they tell you that he can sign with any team. So here's the thing that I'm wondering is, if the Miami Dolphins are going to release Calais Campbell with the hope of him or with the thought of him playing for a championship, which he has never won in his 17 years, how is that possible when the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Chicago Bears, it doesn't matter who you are, they can claim him? Like he could go, Josh Reynolds is a Jacksonville Jaguar, right? One of the worst teams in the league. How does that make any sense? So I don't think that I have not found that he's free to sign with any team. I don't think that's the case because Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Josh Reynolds, every player, there has been no player that has just simply been released for the past 6 weeks. So I think if Calais Campbell makes it to a contending team, it's going to be because the teams collectively said, look, this guy is 38 years old. He's been in the league for 17 years. We know what he's trying to do. Let's not claim him. They're collectively going to be like, it would be wrong to claim Calais Campbell. However, him making it to the Detroit Lions is he got to get past the Buffalo Bills. He's got to get past the Minnesota Vikings. He got to get past any other of those contending teams. I mean, think about it. There are 14 of them that make the playoffs, and all of them 14 are legitimately, technically able to win a championship. So I don't know, man. I don't think he makes it to us, but I believe if they lose today, they're done. I think they're done. Snow here in Chicago. Joey, at the game? What's up, Stacey B? What's going on, man? Likeliness of us getting Myles Garrett, that is a great question. That's a great question. You know, one thing about Brad Holmes is he's going to keep me busy this offseason because you don't know what he's going to do. We have had 4 years to sample of his samples, right? I have no idea what he's going to do. This year, I was convinced that he was going to be willing to part with the first-round pick. He didn't do it. He did not do it. This year, I thought he was going to get a decent edge rusher. Here's what I'm going to say. When it comes to Myles Garrett, I am on the fence. I really am, man. Also, when it comes to, I feel like this is a true, listen, I feel like Marcus Davenport is on his way back. I feel like everybody who's on the team is on their way back. I think Davenport, if you have not had a chance to prove yourself due to injury, you are back on the team. I think Levi is gone. I do think that we're at the point now where the Detroit Lions are going to wind up parting with a lot of draft picks. We saw with James Houston. We saw with Chase Lucas. We're going to see Jamar Jefferson. Jamar Jefferson, his contract is up. This is his 4th year in the league. He was drafted in 2021. Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell's first draft. I don't think he comes back next year, but I think we're going to see a lot of injured players that didn't have a chance to prove themselves. I think they're coming back. But as far as Myles Garrett, I would love it. I would absolutely love it. So somebody in the comment section on my Myles Garrett video mentioned that with our late round pick, they're not going to give us a first round pick. I mean, Cleveland's not going to take just a first-round pick. I can see that. If we make it to the Super Bowl, that's 31-32. Cleveland's going to be like, no. But when it comes to the Lions, they're going to be picking, hopefully, later in the draft for the next couple of years, at least, right? So, I mean, here's what I'm thinking, y'all, and this is real talk. If we make it to the NFC title game dismembered like we are now, like straight up just, I mean, then we could go at all, like anytime. Imagine if our team was stacked. Okay, so Calais Campbell is a vested vet. He can choose where he wants to go, not be put on waiver claim. Okay, objection. Okay, that was pre-NFL trade deadline. Post-NFL trade deadline to keep prevent a team from like stacking up on players. Okay, you have to go through the waiver wire. But thank you for that as well. Eric says, cold as a mofo. What's up, Tyrell? What's good with you? Davenport has no interest in returning from injury. He showed that in New Orleans and Minnesota. That is funny. What's up, Trent? What's going on, man? What colors today? We are wearing the ice, all whites. Myles Garrett had his chance to leave with Z-Train. It's his fault he didn't see that and the writing on the wall at this time. Okay, Ron. So I hear what you're saying. At the same time, Myles Garrett, I don't know if the choice was his. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he could force his way out. He could do that like Devontae Adams and those other guys. He could also be like Max Crosby, where he's like, yo, Raider for life, blah, blah, blah. I want to be here, yada, yada, right? He didn't do either of those. But what I respect what he's doing. I really do. He's saying, listen, I want to be here. I'm telling y'all are my first choice. However, I need a plan. At the trade deadline, though, their season wasn't really over. Like, it wasn't DOA. You know what I'm saying? It was on the way to DOA. So I think Myles is like, yo, I want to be here. The thing about Za'Darius, I think the major difference is Za'Darius is 30-some years old, right? So Myles Garrett is turning 29. So I think that is a different thing. Za'Darius is maybe he's on the tail end for sure. I don't know how much he has left. I could see Za'Darius Smith retiring after his next year. So I hear what you're saying, and I think that there's some truth to that. But I also think that Myles was like, yo, he want to be a Cleveland Brown, but he also wants to know a plan. He wants to know that they want to win. And I think at this, like, think about it too. They didn't come out and say they were going to stick with Deshaun Watson at the trade deadline. They just did that last week. And as a matter of fact, that might have been what prompted Myles Garrett to speak, because they like, yo, this dude ain't helping us win, bro. This dude is not. They done already, and check this out. They done benched. The Cleveland Browns are in shambles, like worse than they were. They've benched Jameis Winston. They're talking about committing or staying committed to Deshaun Watson, and they're going with DTR right now. I could see Jameis Winston getting back in before the end of the year. So I don't know. I'm waiting for Alex Anzalone to come back, honestly. I think we see him in a while. What's up, Lauren? What's going on, bro? Yes, Z is under contract next year. That is a fact. I think Terrion will get his first pick today on a deflection. Man, I hope he gets it before the end of the season for sure. Says, I don't think just one is going to do it. Honestly, that's one of the best at premium position. Would be shocked if you guys had to give up two. Well, if we're picking later in the draft, we're going to have to give up two. I don't know. Right now, Myles Garrett is turning 29 years old. Would I give up two first for him? It depends. It really depends, because the Lions are going to be hurting, man. They're going to have to get stuff like we don't know when Aleem's coming back. He got hurt at the end of the season. He could be out. Like, he might start the season. Check this out. Aleem McNeil might have to start the season like on designated to return. You know what I'm saying? So, yeesh, it's going to be tough. What's up, Leonardo DiCaprio with the dono? Appreciate you, my man. Says, Lions are about to stomp the Bears today. Eagles lose today, and Vikes lose next week to the Packers. Lions clinch the first seed before playing the Vikings. Well, thank you, Leonardo, I said that in my video 100%, and that is the hope today. I think that Lions will beat the Bears. I think there's no reason they shouldn't. I also think that the Washington Commanders, who are not in the playoffs guaranteed, they are fighting for their playoff lives right now, 100%. The AFC is all but locked up. There are only 2 spots remaining. In the NFC, 4 spots are locked up, 3 are remaining, and the Washington Commanders are on the end of that. If they don't win, they're not guaranteed to be in, so they're going to be fighting for their lives today. They are at home. I don't know if this is their last game at home, but they are at home. They need a victory today. I think they get it. I can see Dallas maybe pulling off a stunner next week as well. But the Eagles are really not our concern, but I agree with you that they lose today. And I think the Seattle Seahawks are the wild card. If they can, they're in Seattle. If Geno Smith, depending on his health, they could win this game, like real talk. And if that happens, listen to what I'm saying. If the Minnesota Vikings lose today and the Philadelphia Eagles lose today and the Detroit Lions win today, next week, no matter what happens with Philly, no matter what happens with Minnesota, Monday Night Football will be for the first seed, the NFC North, and possibly eliminating the San Francisco 49ers. And that is a game that I will be excited to be at. What's up, Joe? Appreciate you, man. Would you rather start Skipper or Decker? I think you know the answer to that one. I love how they hyping up Sam Darnold like he don't fold like envelopes. Yeah, that's what they do. Ron says, thanks for your input, Derek. Your point on Myles makes sense. Well, yeah, you know what, man? I just think it's like, I think, he didn't want to cause a stir. Like, Darius Smith didn't cause a stir, right? Like, they were like, okay, we're not giving up Myles Garrett, and Zadarius they let him go. And here's the thing, though. I could see the Cleveland Browns saying, because listen, let's talk about Myles Garrett for 1 second. What's up, Kiera? How you doing? David says, hey, Derek, I can't wait for Hutchinson to prove everyone wrong and come back for the Super Bowl. I can't either. Okay, so listen. Do not tell me who the inactives are. Just say inactives are out. I have the Lions list pulled up, their Twitter account pulled up, so don't spoil it for me, please. Just say, yo, Derek, inactives are out, and then I'll don't tell me who's on it, because I want to be surprised. I want to see it with you guys. Garrett Hutchinson on edge, and Zadarius rotating with a young DE in the draft. Ooh, weak here. That would be, oh my goodness. Could you imagine? Myles Garrett. Starters would be Myles Garrett, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader, Aiden Hutchinson. Spelling them, young defensive in the draft, and Zadarius Smith. Oh my God, that would be insane. Let's talk real quick though about Myles Garrett. Somebody, DC brought up a point. Here's what I'm thinking about the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns did right by Myles Garrett. Zadarius Smith. They did right by him. Think about this. What if they're saying, and they're thinking, Myles, look, you got 2 more years under contract. You have 2 more years. So their potential out was heading into this season. He has 2 more years under contract. The most they're going to get from Myles Garrett will happen right now. Every year with age, he's going to depreciate. If they know good and well, like, yo, they are in a sticky situation. They might have to recoup some assets. They gave up assets for Deshaun Watson, who has failed miserably. They're committed to him for the foreseeable future. They're not going to win anything. Maybe they know that, and they're like, yo, let's do right by Myles Garrett. This guy has been with us for a long time. It kind of reminds me of Calvin Johnson. I don't know if you guys know this, but Calvin Johnson wanted to be traded. He wanted to be traded. The New England Patriots, back in the mid-2000s and 10s, they wanted to trade for Calvin Johnson. The Detroit Lions said no. And what if the Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns, they come to an agreement? And if I'm Brad Holmes, bro, this is a no-brainer. I'm talking about no-brainer. If Myles Garrett was on our team, there is no doubt with a healthy Detroit Lions team. And check this out. Here's the key that I think. Myles Garrett, okay, he signed his deal in 2020. Think about where we were. COVID, we didn't even really know what it was in 20. When Myles Garrett signed his deal, COVID was only like 3 months old, right? That's how long ago it was. Myles Garrett is on the cheaper side of DNs now. He's averaging about 25 a year. That's on the cheap. Aiden Hutchinson will be paid more than that. I mean, just think about it. I'm telling you, bro, we have him for 2 more years, and then we can decide what to do after him. Man, that's getting me giddy just talking about it. The Vikings love waiting till conference championship game for maximum heartbreak. And Vikings have Brian Flores and the best wide receiver duo in football, who wanted to trade for Calvin Johnson, the New England Patriots. What's up, Smith? Patriots wanted Calvin Johnson. Yep. Don't forget about our leader on defense, as Alex Anzalone. Yeah, I can't wait till he comes back. I cannot wait till he comes back. All right, we got 3 minutes till the inactives. I will be on at 12:30. The giveaway will happen at 12:15. 12:15. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm excited to see, man. All three, we got, I'll give all 3 prizes away. It's all good. I can give y'all updates on Eagles commies. Hey, Superintendent, please do, my brother. What? Wait. Yeah, okay, because they play when we do. Yes, absolutely. We can do it just like before, man. You just drop them in the chat, and that's fantastic. So what I could do, though, bro, real talk, I might be able to bring in the score. Like, I didn't do it last time, but I have time because after this stream, I'm going to wind up. Yes. Hey, Jay, I remember Godwin Igwebuike. Is he sitting in the league? I have time. What I can do, I have to do the scoreboard, the banner, and then I might have time to bring in a web page where that one score sits on the screen. So I could do that. I think I have time. Derek, we forgot we got bullied from the rushing game last week. It might happen again without Aleem. This game going to be close. You know what, Ty? We'll see. I really don't know who's stepping up in that position. Broderick Martin? I don't know. Chris Smith? I think Chris Smith is going to start today. What's up, Mr. S? What's going on, bro? Really? Okay, so he's still in the league. AJ Parker, yeah. Ian Rappaport just reported that Monty Gold is around divisional round. Wow, that is outstanding. That's outstanding. All right, let me see. All right, so I got the Lions. When they post, it'll pop up in my feed. Yeah, but okay, Tyrick, Pat O'Connor, what he is he interior? I got a wonderful idea for you, Derek. This offseason, Lions can trade Amon-Ra, Goff, and the entire team for nothing but a DE. Well, then that would leave us with no part of the team. But Myles Garrett is truly an option. I think that his name is going to be, you're going to hear all of it. You're going to hear a bunch of talk. Don't be surprised if you hear that Myles Garrett and the Cleveland Browns want to mutually part ways. Like, don't be surprised if you hear that. Because I'm totally expecting that. Because think about it, the Browns, man. We talking about them. They not going. They committed to Deshaun. They're locked to Deshaun Watson. They think about it. They're not. They traded Amari Cooper. Like, they are done, bro. They're not going to all of a sudden turn it around. And this is a team that last year was in the playoffs, right? So I don't know. Miles Davis should start. Miles Davis. Defensive and offensive line is top priority in the draft. I hope Brad looks at Indy, Georgia, and even Ohio State. Here's the thing, too, Kiara. This is what I like. And this another reason why Miles is intriguing. We gonna need, like you said, we're gonna need some offensive linemen. We ain't no telling how long Frank is gonna be able to do this. Taylor Decker, yeah, we did extend him, but this is the end for him. We're gonna have to replace him in the next 2 years. So our coveted offensive line, the only one that's really there is Penei Sewell. Like Graham, Taylor, like we gonna have to. I will say this. Like we're gonna have to focus on. So maybe we need to draft some. Maybe we need to get a defensive lineman. If you tell me that we could spend our first round pick on an offensive lineman, I wouldn't be mad. I would not be mad, bro. A quality offensive lineman. Okay, inactives are out. Refresh the page. Okay, here we go. Let me pull it up. I'm not looking at the screen right now. Let me pull this up. All right, here is the active list for. I fully expect. I think if he's going to play, I really don't know who to expect on this list. Here we go. All right, let's see. Quan Alexander, David Montgomery, Jamal Adams. He should be on. Graham Glasgow. Kobe. Holy. Bro, I knew it. I knew he was going to be inactive, bro. I knew Broderick Martin was going to be inactive. This guy, it's time, bro. What the heck? What in the world, man? It's time. He is out of time. He got one more year, bro. One more year. Holy mackerel. Wow. Graham. Wow. I'm not even, okay. This right here is starting to annoy me. It really is. You had a dude, Chris Smith from the practice squad. I don't even know if this guy was drafted, bro. This guy, isn't it fitting? Okay, look, how is this for irony? Broderick Martin, his number is 96. That's probably why he chose it. He was drafted 96 overall in 2023. Broderick Martin, bro, this is not, I have no issues with him as a person, but him as a player, he got one season. If he ain't out next year as an absolute dog, it's time to call this thing a failure. This is ridiculous, bro. What are you doing? Why are you? I don't understand. How can you draft somebody in the top 100 and they're not ready to play? You got to be ready to play if you're drafted in the top 100. That's like me being one of the top 100 YouTubers, and I'm never making videos, bro. I mean, it's time to call it, bro. It's time to call it. DOA for Broderick Martin. Listen. I've been chill this year. I have been chill. There's no reason for me to be upset. We've been winning games. Y'all will see that later. Y'all will see that later, man. And now, can I really get mad? Can Derek, do you have a reason to get mad? We got 22 people on the injured reserve. Now it's kind of like, now we got excuses, right? Come on, bro. Broderick Martin, what are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? I was on a Minnesota, I'll say this, and then I will wrap up the show. I was on a Minnesota Vikings podcast yesterday. They do it every week, and I got on with them. And they're like, Derek, Brad Holmes, you guys draft as top tier and you killing the game and blah, blah, blah. And I had a moment. I said, yeah, all of that stuff is true. But one thing that is lacking is our defensive line as far as through the draft. And Broderick Martin is not him. It's time, bro. It's time to call. He better come out. Now, I understand that he was hurt for the majority of the season. I get that. I don't care. You were picked number 96. You should already be like a semi-dog. That's a third-round pick. Kirby Joseph is a third-round pick. Kirby Joseph is a third. Levi Onwuzurike is better than Broderick Martin right now. That is a third-round pick. That is a critical, crucial spot. You got to get those right. You have to get those right. And Kirby Joseph, right. Aleem McNeil, right. Let's not forget about Big Leem, a third-round pick. Come on, bro. Let's stop. This guy, man, this was a bad pick. It was a bad pick. It's time to call it like it is. Broderick Martin was a bad pick. And whoever scouted him and saw him and evaluated him, we got to question their scouting abilities. Like real talk. Come on, bro. I remember when he got drafted. Who? We all was the dude from Guardians of the Galaxy, man. Who? Star-Lord. Yeah. Broderick. Who? Who? Come on, bro. Stop. Kobe Sorsdahl was a 5th-round pick. We get it. They traded up to get Broderick Martin, and he has not played. I can't really be mad at him this year because he got hurt. Come on, bro. I'm not mad at him, period. But listen, it's time to call a spade a spade. Anyway, that's the list. Let me see what y'all saying. Yes, Lawrence Strickland is active. Well, the good news is that we saw that there's no Iffy Melifonwu. He's not on this list, which means he's playing. We going to need him to play. We going to need him to, you know what's crazy is Iffy came on super strong this year. I mean, last year around this time. He had like 6 games left. He came on super strong. Here's what I'm going to say. All right, the Lions cannot do today, and I don't expect this, but they cannot do this today. The Chicago Bears, two years ago, week 16, we had everything to play for. We controlled our destiny. We went out. We are in the middle of or at nearing the end of a historic run. Started 1-6. We are 7-7. 7-7 when we played a Carolina Panthers team that we should beat. And we got ran all over on the roads. We cannot let that happen today. I do not expect that to happen, but we cannot let that type of game happen where, yes, we're in the playoffs, but that was a game that we should have won. And then we had to win the last 2. The last 2 was the Chicago Bears and then the Green Bay Packers to make it. Once we lost that game, our destiny was not in our own hands. But anyway, you know, it's been, I'll say this and then we'll wrap it up. This year has been a unique year for me making content because last year, like, I started as an angry fan. Like, when I started making content, I was an angry fan. I was angry, right? And people like that. People like anger. They like, I was speaking for them. We're talking about Matt Patricia days, trading away Darius Slade, Golden Tate, Quandre Diggs, you know, Bob Quinn. We're talking about that. So people, and now that doesn't sell. Positivity now sells for the Detroit Lions. If you're negative, you're going to get destroyed in the comment section. You're going to get called a basement GM. That's why I got the tag. You're going to get called all these things, right? Even, and this is where's, you know, this is how it is. So I've been, but this year I have had to get over losing the NFC title game the way that we did. I have had to, you know, try to start a clean slate. And we come out the gate, we're 1-1, and then we rattle off 11 straight. There's not a reason to really get mad, right? But at the end of the day, we have one goal. And that one goal for me is to make it to a Super Bowl. If we made it to a Super Bowl, at that point, I'm not satisfied. But you won't see me mad. You won't see me mad. You won't see me mad. Maybe if we cannot sack the quarterback, then you might see me mad, right? But this year, come on, bruh. We got to start doing things. And so far, now Aiden Hutchinson got hurt. If Hutch doesn't get hurt, I'm wearing the clown suit. He was in like God mode, as the kids say, right? He doesn't get hurt. I'm in the clown suit right now, right? But he gets hurt. I wonder if that's why Brad Holmes traded for Zadarius Smith. Or did Brad Holmes say, yo, we're going to have to get somebody. So this offseason, I don't know what he's going to do. He's got to pay Hutch. I have no idea. Does he care about getting to the quarterback? Because right now, it doesn't seem like he does. It really doesn't, right? We can't say. Who knows if Zadarius, last year, we didn't trade for nobody. He went and got Marcus Davenport. Don't be surprised if MD comes back. Don't be surprised, right? So I'm going to tell you like this. I'm kind of like, okay, Derek, if you get mad now, what? We got 21 players on injured reserve. It's 21. That's not 22. 21. Can you really get mad? You could, but you got the most players in the league, bro. So it's amazing that you're even where you are. So can you get mad? Now I can't get mad, right? I can't get mad. But we got to do something. We have to. Broderick Martin, bro, that upset me. I'm sitting there. You traded all these picks. We could have used somebody. Iffy Melifonwu, 3rd round pick. A 3rd round pick. So Iffy, 3rd round pick. Year 1. Iffy Melifonwu, 3rd round pick. Year 2. Aleem McNeil, 3rd round pick. right? No, Aleem was year one. Aleem was year one, and Iffy was year one, right? Yeah. Year two was Kirby Joseph. Year three was come on, bro. Broderick Martin, come on, man. We did. Hey, no. And then it's not like he was sitting there. We traded up for this guy. That means somebody thought he was so valuable, they traded up for him. Think about what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Wyatt, Derek, y'all been holding this in for a while. I have not complained this year about him. I've given him a pass. You traded up to get him. Here's what that tells you. You thought he was so valuable, you couldn't wait until your pick. You had to trade up to get him, and he's done nothing. Name another individual we've traded up for that has done nothing. Come on, bro. Maybe. Did we trade up for Giovanni or Mahogany? Come on, man. I am rooting for this guy. I want him to succeed. I really do. He is running out of time. He's running out of time. Do you know next year is his second to last year? If he don't come out in training camp and is a dog, we got a problem. Anyway, and when we need him, he not there. He inactive, bro. We are hit right now. Our defense is shattered, and we don't have a third-round pick because he inactive. Anyway, I'm out of time, man. Come on, bro. Whoever evaluated Broderick Martin, we going to have to sit down and have a talk. It might be time for them to find another job. That's real talk. Anyway, I'll see y'all at 12:15. Giveaway happens at 12:15. Go Lions. I had to get that off my chest, bro. It's going to be an off season. You going to hear, I'm telling you, man. I really can't be mad. I really can't be mad like if we lose. But anyway, I'm out of time, y'all. Let me pull this up. Look, it's been good not to be mad, bro. It's been enjoyable not to be mad. But come on, bro. Come on, man. Kirby Joseph, I think when was Kirby? Let's look. Hold on, man. Detroit Lions drafts. I mean, the brother not even active. He can't even go out. He in street clothes. And what makes matter worse, Aleem McNeil was a third-round pick. And he just got a monster contract, bro. And we didn't trade up for Aleem McNeil. Come on, man. All right, Brad Holmes, let's see. Why can't you pick the round? All right, year one. Ife Melifonwu and Aleem McNeil was a third-round pick. That's year one. Ife and Aleem. Y'all don't understand, bro. I don't care about Broderick Martin. It's the fact that we traded up for him. If we didn't trade up, this would not be a conversation. Year two, third-round picks. Kirby Joseph. Right now, what would you say? Would you say that's 3 out of 3, or would you say 2 for 3 right now? Are we going to give Iffy? Does he count? Is he good? Come on, bro. I'm going to say 3 for 3. Right now, we didn't trade up for none of them dudes. And then last year, now it gets good. Last year, let me see who we got. Let me see. Third-round pick. Hendon Hooker. He's a backup quarterback. I ain't mad. Broderick Martin, traded up. We took him 96 overall. And for giggles, let's do this year. This was not, I was supposed to be off. I still got to design some graphics. It's all right. We can do it. Third round pick. Doesn't look like we had one. We didn't have one. There you go. So our third round picks, Iffy. Who else? Iffy. Whoever I said, bro. I don't forgot. Anyway, I'm out of time, bro. Oh my God. I will see y'all in 30 minutes, man. It's time, bro. It's time. Time to go, Broderick.